Breaking news. An ex-WWE World Heavyweight Champion may face severe punishment from WWE Chief Operating Officer Triple H on tonight's SmackDown. This celebrity is none other than Randy Orton. At the Crown Jewel Premium Live event on November 2, the superstar, who is 44 years old, gave WWE Raw General Manager Adam Pearce an RKO, which produced a big disturbance. Another WWE official who tried to stop Orton from chair shots on Kevin Owens was also assaulted by Orton. He will now have to wait until tonight's SmackDown to face the Viper. However, it's possible that SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis won't be able to discipline the veteran appropriately. The major reason for this is because Orton's RKO on Nick Aldis on SmackDown on December 1st, 2023, led to a similar disciplinary problem the previous year. Following this, the Viper was hit with a hefty $50,000 fine. But he paid double the amount that was required of him. Orton said that he paid twice the fee because he saved the money for next time, when Aldis questioned him about it. So, Nick Aldis can't bring charges against Orton anymore. Triple H may have to face Randy Orton instead. As a punitive measure, Triple H may demote Orton from his position as Blue Brand Ambassador or pair him with Cole for Survivor Series, War Games. An extreme stipulation, such last man standing or falls count anywhere, might be used in this bout. Since Hunter's departure from SmackDown will accomplish nothing, it's likely that he will force the two to a no disqualification match. Since Triple H just addressed Hunter, tonight's SmackDown might feature a heated confrontation between the Viper and the former WWE Champion. After Orton was assaulted by Owens, he challenged Nick Aldis to a fight. He had been informed by the SmackDown GM that granting him the bout was not within his purview. The seasoned wrestler then stormed into the ring on the October 25 edition of SmackDown and summoned Triple H from WWE's backstage to confront him and fulfill his demands. Backstage, the game was keeping an eye on everything, so he stepped out to try to convince Orton that fighting Owens wasn't a good idea. Nevertheless, Orton said that Triple H was shielding Kevin Owens. In response, Hunter clarified that he was defending Orton and not Owens. But Triple H was so enraged by the Viper's intransigence that he finally scheduled a bout between the 14-time world champion and Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel. Picture this: the SmackDown arena teeming with irate fans, the atmosphere electric with expectation. As Motorhead's "The Game" rips from the speakers, the lights go down. With an air of serious concentration, Triple H approaches the ring, his gaze fixed on the entry ramp. Standing with his microphone ready, he bides his time until the throng disperses. He addresses his renowned opponent with an intense voice. Yeah. Take a look at who showed up and attempted to change the conclusion. Because you believe there is still time for one more run, spotlight, or match, I understand your strategy. Listen, champ, I've got something to tell you. Your time is up. Your years of hard work have paid off. You've reached the pinnacle of your field, lifted that trophy, and earned the admiration of your peers. As the old adage goes, legends live on. But every king's reign does as well. And you've had enough time for yours to be delayed. While continuing, Triple H smirks and looks around the audience. Well, you've certainly earned your reputation on that canvas by going head-to-head with legendary figures. At some point, however, the hunter finds himself in the position of being pursued. As for this evening, you're the one being pursued. Look, you're a relic, not like the fresh-faced newbies who come in here with loftier aspirations than what they can really do, marking the end of an era that these folks once knew. Also, I understand leaving isn't easy. Putting down the boots isn't easy. It's not easy to look in the mirror and see that the guy there is more shadow than substance. Because I've been on the exact same path. I should know. The thing that sets us apart, however, is this. I was aware of when to give up. I was able to confidently exit a situation when I needed to. However, what about you? That kind of strength isn't in you. Actually, you're holding on to something that has abandoned you. He slouches over the ropes, peering through the camera at his opponent on stage. Do you honestly believe you have a chance to win? Do you really believe you can lead SmackDown into the future? Take a look about you. The people who supported you a decade or two ago aren't here anymore. You want one more battle, one more opportunity to show the world who's boss. This is the next generation, and they should not have to settle with the echoes of the past. Next, show it. Bring your battered body to this ring, and we'll see what you're made of. Get ready for what's about to happen. For the simple reason that instead of a fighting man, what I see is a memory that is attempting to hold on for dear life before the night falls and consumes it. Triple H steps back, his voice becoming deeper and more frightening. You may expect repercussions from this choice as well as all of your others. There is a cost to staying and giving your all to try to get back what has already been lost. What are the consequences? Staying here isn't necessary for the future. Furthermore, each time you enter this ring, you deprive the next generation of valuable real estate. Champ, think about it. How do you want people to remember you? I will make this choice on your behalf if you refuse to do it. Plus, I assure you, it will not be the goodbye you fantasize about. Triple H waits for the impact of his remarks to sink in. You've experienced enough. Now go with grace and honor. Get out of here now, and maybe these folks will always remember you as the one who understood when to say goodbye. Alternatively, you may risk remaining, and I'll ensure that you don't leave this place at all. So, champion, what are you going to do? Would you be brave enough to walk away from that situation if you wanted to? Would it be necessary for me to send you packing instead? Triple H drops the mic to put the power back in the hands of the previous champion. In anticipation of a response, the audience goes wild, and then the screen goes dark. The former champion must either go with dignity or face the prospect of a humiliating confrontation, according to Triple H's incendiary promo. Many possible results may result from an advertisement like this. A final fight. In a bid to retire with honor and maybe help launch a fresh talent, the former champion may challenge Triple H to a one-fight final match. The former champion may hear the comments and decide to officially retire on the following SmackDown, setting the stage for a touching farewell from fans and a memorable moment in WWE history. The previous champion, feeling humiliated and trapped, might turn heel and plot to annoy Triple H and the younger talent in the ring until they force him to quit in a retirement match. Pleasant surprise from allies/rivals return. Other legends or even proteges may show up to support Triple H's viewpoint or to back the previous champion, which might spark a rivalry across generations or a faction conflict. As a final hurrah, the former champion may join Raw or even NXT in an arc of rivalry or brand split with Triple H, driven by his resentment and wrath. After a brutal brawl, Triple H and the former champion may be able to make up, setting the stage for a mentoring arc in which he supports an NXT up-and-comer, a parting challenge, and an invitation for a spectacular departure. Triple H's comments are full of drama and emotion. This ad is a send-off and a reminder, regardless of whether the former champion responds with a last fight, a sincere goodbye, or a rebellious stand.